Test, test. Test, 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 test. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Good evening.
Cross-country meet, parents. Yes, I know Gateway was down here to run in some of the cross-country meets or on Saturday, last Saturday, and NMMI participated as well, as did I think several schools in the RASD. All righty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the matchup, volleyball matchup, the JV game between the New Mexico military.
No. This is for the broadcast.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with you guys.
Okay, we're getting our masks ready to go. Let me make sure. There we go. Now I can hear myself. Hey, folks, this is the very first time we've been doing this on our new platform, ksvptv.com. I'm Gene Dow. I'm pretending to be the field engineer today, and Jeff Gunn is going to take you through this evening's activities. We have 2 volleyball games, a JV game, and a varsity game between your home team, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts, and the Gateway Christian Warriors. And Jeff, tonight has been a long time in the works to get to where we can have sports here in New Mexico.
It certainly has. You know, they've been saying we will play again New Mexico for a long time, and guess what? It is finally here. We are playing live tonight. This is the JV matchup between the Lady Colts and the Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors are going to be on the left-hand side of your court in their purple uniforms with the black bottoms. The New Mexico Military Institute Lady Colts in their all blacks with the red trim on them. So it should be a good matchup tonight. We'll see. Both of these teams have only been practicing for like about a week outside of the actual pods that they were able to do during all the COVID stuff that was going on.
So how does a pod was 1 coach and 4 athletes?
Yes.
And you couldn't have any kind of contact amongst each other, and they even had some concerns over whether or not they could all touch the same ball.
And that is one thing. We do have people that will be wiping down. They're only playing with 3 balls. They will be wiped in between each set. The ladies the 2 teams will not switch sides of the court like they normally would during in between sets. So, and number 24 set to start things up for Gateway Christian. That's Emily Martin, the freshman. And that's going to go down as a point. So first point goes to the Lady Warriors. They're up 1-0, and hopefully our score bug will actually work. We were testing it earlier, and that's a really, really nifty feature, the little graphic overlay there.
Well, we're going to make sure you know what set we're in and what the score is. And that would be a point for New Mexico Military Institute.
Error on the serve, and now going back to serve for the Institute will be number 11, Molly Spencer. She is a junior here on this team. The overhand serve, fielded there by number 13, Kylie Bredick, but it gets away from her, and that'll be another point for the New Mexico Military Institute. 2-1 here in this first set of action. That's one thing we're not completely certain will work as the set scores, hopefully. And if he doesn't, it's not Gene's fault. It's mine, because I didn't set the scoreboard up right. So,
well, we'll take whatever data it gives to us, and we'll see if we can get it to work.
There's the kill there by Emily Spaniel. Is it going to be considered in? It is not. The point will go. Well, wait a minute. Now I'm confused because the ball, I don't know where. Yep. Now number 6 going back to serve for Gateway Christian, so that ties it up 2-2. Ileana Velasquez. She is a junior for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. Overhand serve. Nice one right over the top, and this is going to be tough to return. Can they get it back? No. Now, for an ace in volleyball, does it have to actually touch the floor without being touched, or what exactly constitutes an ace?
Well, I know it's a card.
It's a card.
In a deck of cards. You're asking the wrong person, Jeff. I'm a behind-the-camera guy most of the time.
Fair enough, fair enough. Going to have a little bit of a timeout there as Stephanie Schooley, I think, wanted to talk to her team, and actually Coach Alva, Susan Alvis, she is out there. She is the assistant for Stephanie Schooley this year. Out there giving the Lady Colts some notes. The Gateway Christian Lady Warrior team still meeting there with head coach Kaylee,
Kaylee Stevens?
Yeah, well, and actually, yes, Kaylee Stevens and Stephanie Stevens, excuse me. The head coach is Pirtle, but I think she's letting her assistants take care of the JV
for the JV, that's right.
Yeah. Which just explains why Alvis was out there too for us. Another great serve, just barely over the top of the net, and that's 2 straight points served up by Elena Velasquez. The junior puts her team up by 2, 4-2 here in the first set. Another little floater, and nobody there. Trying to come up and get it would be number 10, Giselle Medina for the Institute, but a little bit late. So the Institute expecting the deep serve, but it's just kind of not quite going over. There's the set, and another kill attempt there by Emily Spaniel. Outside set, there's a kill attempt handled by the back row of the New Mexico Military Institute. Spaniel again with that little kill attempt.
Found that open spot right in the middle of the defense, and nobody wanted to dive for it to get it, so it's a point for the Colts.
That's exactly it. We see that so much, no matter what the level, and we've seen a lot of Bronco volleyball, our junior college team, as Spaniel serves up one there for the ace, brings her team back to within 1.
That's it right there. There's your ace.
That is an ace. We got a clarification from our cameraman. Spaniel again with the serve. Nice deep serve in the back row. This one's popped up and going to go over and popped back, but it's going to hit the antenna, so that'll be a point for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. But going back to it, sometimes the best thing is just finding that soft spot where nobody is. You can have all the power in the world, but if you hit it right at somebody, they're able to return it a lot of times. It's going to be a pause there as the down chair official was still waiting for a substitution, as number 23, Sabrina Nelson, is going to come in for number 9, Susie Perry. So there's the substitution. Now the serve will be recorded. 6-4 in favor of the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. Kylie Bredick with the serve into the second row. And the kill attempt there by Anastasia Ament. And it will go down on the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors side. So point for the New Mexico Military Institute. Back to within a 1-point match. And Savannah Sandoval will go back to serve for NMMI. Good serve by her into the back row. Colts will get a free ball. Popped up. Oh, and a little bit of a miss set there on the Institute there. Alexandra Kemmerer doing the setting duties there on that particular point for NMMI. And that brings to the line number 16, Delaney Fleming. Good, strong serve, and there's an ace. Hits the top of the net and down for another point. 3-point difference now in favor of the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors as the sophomore Fleming goes back to serve again. That one just a little bit off, hit it off the side of her hand there. She kind of made a little face as she was coming back up. She knew that she mishit that one as soon as she did there. Substitution now on the Lady Colt side. You see Coach Alvis out there directing traffic as this is brand new, first game, so they're still trying to learn how to substitute properly.
Right, because you have to maintain your rotation, and that's one of the things the floor official has, like a notepad and a really big brain to keep an eye on all of that stuff.
I've wondered that too, how they figure out the rotation errors and all that other stuff. I'm like, yeah, I didn't see anything. Who knows? That one served up for another Colt point and brings the score back to within 1. 7 serving 8 as number 8, Yasmin Marufo, doing the serving for NMMI. Big high floater serve there. There's the bump set. Back row's going to have to take it. Nice diving. Can they get it off the net? No, couldn't quite pick it up. Almost a great save there by Savannah Sandoval coming up in the back row.
Well, it kind of rolled up on her. It might have been a carry if it had gone any further than that, but
good point.
It wound up hitting the floor, and so the official did not have to make that call.
Now, at this level, you will see a lot more forgiveness on the carries, the double hits, than you would, especially, say, at the college level. I mean,
Right.
They get real tic-tacky on, the setters whenever they do the double hits, and but, yeah, at the JV level, you see a little bit more forgiveness, and rightfully so. There's another point for the Gateway Christian Warriors as number 15, Lauren Hunter, serves up the ace. Another good serve here, and this one, nice save to get it back across. And that's going to be a point for NMMI.
Uh-oh, you touched the ball.
I did. Does that mean they have to,
double clean it?
Yes, exactly. Super disinfectant, I think.
I've never done a game with a mask on.
I haven't either. This is so weird. That one into the net, the serve there. Trying to get a number here, and she's staying blocked behind other players. Number 7, that was Anastasia Ament. Her mom is serving as one of the staff here, helping us out with the game help, and she's doing some of the hydration duties for us this evening. Number 9, Susie Perry with a good strong serve. And that one they didn't touch, but it went out of bounds. Are they going to say that we touched it? I'm not sure.
I didn't see if there was a flag. Looks like we have a timeout being requested here.
So another timeout called there by Susan Alvis. Her team trails 9-11. I believe Gateway will have the serve whenever we come back out of this timeout break.
I got to tell you, I really appreciate getting the chance to work with New Mexico Military Institute this year with the video streaming. As you know, because of the COVID rules, no fans are allowed in these gymnasiums or in the football stadiums. Or I'm hoping maybe by spring things will change when we get ready for baseball and softball.
Start allowing 25% or something, yes.
Yeah. So this is it. This is how you're able to follow your kids. And KSVPTV.com has had a long history of doing Artesia Bulldog sports. In the last 4, 5, 6 years or so, we started adding Roswell High and Goddard High. And now with our partnership with Boxcast, we're able to make it a whole lot easier, a more simplified setup so that your organization can come on board, and maybe we'll have some other schools that want to come on board with us. And one of the challenges that we're facing is under the governor's regulations, only one video stream is allowed from any location. So we're obviously going to be doing the things here at home. When you guys go on the road, it really is going to depend on where you're going and what kind of arrangements they have with whoever. So it's going to be a fun challenge here over the next 4 months.
I think so, and we are really excited to be paired up with you. I know that you've done a few broadcasts for us here and there, helping us out with some bowl games for football and some of the regional matches for volleyball, some of the big events that we have. And we always know the quality that we get whenever we pair with you guys. It's excellent, and hopefully this stream will stay that. The only mar that we may have this, and I'm working to rectify it, is the fact that we are doing this based off of Wi-Fi, off of your one of your hotspots of devices. We hope to get hardwired internet into this area here very quickly, so that future broadcasts we will completely eliminate that as well, too.
Yeah.
So that serve goes out of bounds, trying down the go down the line. The Institute couldn't quite get it. 2-point lead now in favor of the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. And number 24, Emily Martin, the freshman, will step up to serve. Changes there as number 10, Giselle Medina, comes in for Yasmin Marufo. She'll check into the back row. That one hit by Emily Spaniel and then popped up, and it's going to be put over. There's the attack from Gateway, and a good one on the outside. Nice one-handed save, though, by the Institute. Wow.
And there was your communication. Again, these are freshmen. They're very early in their careers, and it's kind of like catching a pop fly in a baseball game. You got to call it, right?
Yeah.
You got to call it.
I got it. You get it?
That's right.
Spaniel is going to get another kill there, so Emily Spaniel, the sophomore there on the front side of the net, got a couple of kills there in a row, puts her team, ties up the match, or the set here at 12-12. This is the first set of play. Another attack by number 16 on the outside, picked up by the back row, and a little dink over by Spaniel. Can they get it back?
That should be 4
I think
right
that's
there.
going to be 4, yes.
Yeah. Well,
never say die, right? They didn't give up on it.
Well, it's only 4 if you don't count the first one.
That's right.
If you count the first one.
Now
so.
you can, of course, do the block, and that doesn't count as one.
That's right.
So
right.
Yes, it is possible, but I don't think they're going to count that as a block. That serve puts NMMI up, I believe, for the first time in the match, 14-12. At the service line for the Institute is Anastasia Ament. And that's going to prompt a timeout by one of the Stevens. I'm not sure which. I think Stephanie sees she's listed as a head coach here, and Kaylee as the assistant. And I believe they are both daughters of the athletic director there for Gateway Christian. And now the name is first name completely escapes me.
because I just tried to send him an email last week. Haven't heard from him, but I did. So if you're listening or watching,
yes.
I should say, call me.
And it's Justin or Jason, and I feel really bad because I went to school with Justin. And so I think it's the younger Jason, and he's going to hurt me now whenever I see him again, and he's going to make fun of me too. So I just saw him at our Bronco baseball game. We were playing our home Bronco baseball games, or at least were, in Seminole, Texas there for a little while.
Yeah.
And they were down there to watch one of the Stevens who's playing on our Bronco baseball team.
There you go. One of the things that we're going to be able to do through KSVPTV.com, we're going to be on our family of Facebook pages and our YouTube channel, but we'll also be able to add it to ones through the Institute.
And that'll be a nice feature too.
But KSVPTV.com is kind of the base page, and if you go there, you'll see the Colt logo, or it's an Institute logo.
Yes.
And that's where you click to watch all the upcoming broadcasts that we're able to stream.
And it could be a Colt logo. It depends on which one I send you. I could do the stacked NMMI logo, or we do have the Flaming Mane Colt logo as well, too. So we do have an actual Colt logo. It just, yes.
Well, I need that.
Okay, I will get that to you. That's not a problem. Another point for the Institute. They're now up 16-4 as a nice service run by Molly Spencer. Good solid serve there. Back row attack, and a good one as she hammered it. Number 9, Susie Perry.
And they got it, and the Colts got it back over the net, placed it perfectly, and they wind up getting the point, even though there was that great play over here early in the volley.
Once again, like you said, the finesse really working in favor of the Institute. I've seen some great attacks from the outside and from the back row from Gateway, but it seems like the Institute players are right there. They've been able to get on it and get it back over the net. 18-12, once again, the first set. Molly Spencer, and that one's going to go into the net for a service error.
This is JV, so it's a best 2 out of 3.
Correct.
And then the varsity will take the court after they go through their elaborate and awesome warm-up process.
It is pretty elaborate, isn't it? I mean, you just saw it, and the horn buzzes. X number of times throughout so they can switch and go from serving to, attacking and change it all out. And, of course, that's probably been heavily modified, too, by the NMMI in order to make it COVID safe, or as safe as possible for these young athletes to compete. That one off of the pipes and the top of the ceiling. A good dig, but just went a little bit too high, and that's one of the disadvantages of playing in this gym versus our normal Cahoon Armory, which is currently undergoing remodeling. Is the ceiling is just a little bit lower than it would be for a standardized court. So NMMI taking a commanding lead here now in set one, 21-13. Emily Spaniel at the line again. She served up 2 straight points. This one into the back row. And looks like Gateway will get it back. Pretty deep, but the Colts go ahead and field it. That one might have been out of bounds. And there's an attack from number 7, Anastasia Amen. She tried to hammer it and just put too much on it.
And sometimes you get away with it because the defender will think they've got a shot to return it, and they'll jump and get it. But this Gateway stayed away from it, and it went out.
All right, number 13 now back, Kylie Bredick to serve it up for the Lady Warriors. Down by 7, they need a pretty good run to try and make a comeback here in the first set. Outside attack, and Spaniel has to run. That one a little bit of a miss hit by the setter there. Savannah Sandoval doing the setting duties for the New Mexico Military Institute, wearing jersey number 1. She is a sophomore. And another serve here coming from Bredick, the sophomore, for Gateway Christian. Good serve into the back row. There's the set and the outside attack. Off of the block by number 15, and she may have gotten just enough to prevent the back row from getting it on that one. So Lauren Hunter, good job at the net, but it goes down and in favor of the Colts.
It's a pretty good comeback because they Colts were down early in this game, and they've made a nice run to take the lead and be just a couple points from winning the first set.
Coach Alvis took some timeouts early, and that seemed to settle her team down and get them back into things, and now they're playing extremely well. Good attack, but it's going to go wide. Tried to go down the line or down the net area there. That was number 7, Ament, on the attack.
But you got to remember, and I know you know this, volleyball's a game of runs.
It is.
You know, you'll run out to the big lead, and then all of a sudden, momentum changes.
And it seems like in the girls' sports, it's even more so. The girls' momentum is such a huge factor.
Because we're seeing it right now.
Yes, and then we're seeing that swing, exactly. It's now 17-22, and Gateway with the momentum making a comeback here. And the big server, Delaney Fleming, at the line. She served up many of the points here. Good, strong serves. And look at that. There's going to be another point.
Mm-hmm. So what looked like, 3 points, let's go to the next set. Gateway Christian has come back. They're back within 4 and making a game out of this first set.
They certainly are.
Does that make sense, what I just said?
Yes.
Making a game out of this first set?
Yes. Yeah, that's good because there's like a little pun there because you can call them games or sets, right?
There's what the Colts wanted right there was the stop.
That's right. Get that side out. Do the serve receive, get the bump, get a good pass, and then get that good attack. Make it go down on their side and start your own serve receive. And coming in to do just that as she checks in for Giselle Medina is number 8, Jasmine Marufo. Marufo, a freshman here at the New Mexico Military Institute. High floater serve. We'll see how it's handled. Ooh. Oh.
She just needed to push it over the net, and it went off her hand, and that'll be so we're at set point now.
24-18, as Mr. Dow said. Another serve by Marufo. Marufo trying to close this one out. Nice job at the net by number 15, poking that one over the top. Oh, and the one-hander, there's that miscommunication that you were talking about. In great position to receive was number 6, and number 23 just kind of stepped right in front of her.
And that's the first set. Goes to the Colts, and they win 25-18 in set 1. And as you said, normally, under normal circumstances, the teams would swap sides. But under the new rules that we're operating under, that will not be taking place.
That's right.
And so we have about 3 minutes here in between games. I was going to ask you at the Cahoon Armory, that's a remodel that's going on.
Yes, sir.
Have they found any weapons or leftover ammunition in the old armory there?
You know, if they had, they didn't tell me about it. Now, we did clean a bunch of the stuff out, and I found a bunch of old stat records. So that were pulled out of, old trophies, old actual paper files. So I actually have stats now that go back maybe all the way to the 1940s.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not. So I've got old game film. We did find an old reel that is labeled 1959 football highlights. And, of course, 1959, that was the year that Staubach played. So we sent that one off to one of the film reclamation companies to see what was on it, see what could be saved, and see if there's we may actually have football real film footage of Roger the Dodger playing at the New Mexico Military Institute.
That would be awesome if that was available, if some of that data was on there. So we're going to pause here for just a moment, and we'll be back with set 2 in just a moment. Please stand by, and thanks for watching here on KSVPTV.com.
We just heard the buzzer there, indicating that the second set is about to begin. The down chair official or the floor official is checking out the lineups there, and we're trying to check and see if our score bug is actually working correctly. Our scoreboard assistant, it did. All right, so it did set the change. I don't know if it actually is going to put up a little light underneath the NMMI for the set score. I may have to mess around with that a little bit to try and figure that out, but it is saying that we're in set 2. Good.
All right. Well, and what you're doing is you're using fouls to determine which sets.
Yep.
And that may not be what this software wants to see. So.
Well, and I'm guessing that it is. It's just what it is I don't have it set to volleyball. It's set to basketball right now.
Right.
And so if I reprogram that, then we put the overlay, it would probably it wouldn't change on that scoreboard.
But not tonight.
No, not tonight. Exactly. That one actually went up, hit the light fixture. I don't know if you could quite see that high on the camera angle there, but jiggled it around a little bit, came back down, and first 2 points served up for NMMI. At the line is number 13, Alexandra Kremer. And forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. I didn't have time to go get the actual pronunciations of all of our young ladies as of yet. We were trying to get all this stuff set up for the audio video stream. That one put back. Institute going to have a free ball, another chance to attack. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there, but a nice little hit over her head by Anna Gerber. The redheaded sophomore there with a nice little play for NMMI. She's got some good height there on the front row. See why she's playing there in the front for the Institute. And that serve a little bit off. Service error and a point for Gateway Christian.
131 views right now, 81 uniques, and we are being watched all over the country,
That
from
is
Washington State
awesome.
down into Florida. We have folks that are tuning in on ksvptv.com. Thank you so much for watching.
Well, thank you for hosting us with KSVP, Pecos Valley Broadcasting. This
13
is
states.
great.
13 states.
That's amazing. I bet you if you were to look like worldwide, you may have a few that from outside of the United States as well, because our kids, of course, come from all 50 states and from all over the world, in fact.
Well, it is fantastic. We are so glad to be working with you on this and making this possible.
All right, floor serving 2 as number 6 steps up to the line. That is Madison Pittman, the freshman. And I'll have to ask Coach Pittman if that is one of his daughters. Or, man, could it even be a granddaughter? Coach Pittman coached for us here for the New Mexico Military Institute, Colt football and Colt baseball. Had several sons and daughters that went here, and I'm not sure if this is the youngest or maybe I don't know.
Well, I'll let you ask that
All
question.
right, yes, indeed. Good solid serve. The back row handled it, but the hit went over the net and out of bounds, so another point for New Mexico Military Institute. And the Institute up here in the second set early. They struggled in the first set, but managed to come back and get the win. This one trying to take an early lead. This one's going to be a free ball, a setup. Back row attack to Chinami Davis, and a little bit of a miss hit there by the junior. You'll see Miss Davis come basketball season as well. She is one of our stud point guards. She is our main ball handler and an excellent, excellent scoring threat.
Well, she overleaped the set.
She did. She was going for that rebound and didn't realize, wait a minute, this is volleyball. Number 13, Kylie Briddick with a serve. Great serve into the back row, and look at that. Is that just home court advantage, home court luck? I'm not sure. An awesome serve, and the back row stepped up, got just enough of it, got it over, and Gateway just couldn't return it. So well-placed hit there. Good one-hander to make the save, and that one, going to hit
the pipes.
Hit the pipes.
Now, this is not hockey. Or soccer.
That's right, so you don't get a crossbar.
Do you hit pipes in soccer or hockey? I forget which one it is. It's pipes.
I think you could probably do both. I mean, because the goal would be. But is that a saying in hockey? I don't watch enough hockey to know. Do they consider the goal area pipe?
Well, I know depending on the sport, goal or pipes. And if you use the wrong term in the wrong sport, people get mad at you. So I don't want to make anybody mad. But like you said, we're in the, I don't know if this is your auxiliary gym or your practice gym while the remodel's going on in the main gym. And
yes,
so
sir.
Low ceiling.
It is, especially for volleyball. I mean, for basketball, no problem whatsoever. I know our college team plays in here or will be playing in here too, and it's not the favorite of head coach Shelby Fortner of our Broncos, but they've dealt with it and they've enjoyed it, and it looks so much nicer if you've been here. We've replaced the screen, put the sound abatement panels, did the court area, the surface, and it's quite an upgrade. Nice serve there again by Gateway Christian, and who else at the line other than Delaney Fleming? She's doing a great job at the service line for Gateway Christian. Up chair official blew his whistle a couple times. I'm not sure what he's saying. Oh,
making sure everybody's ready.
Gotcha. Another great serve. Institute everything they can do just to get the ball back. They do, and now Gateway setting up their attack. Going to be a play at the net, and nope.
Just a little short.
A little short. I think she was trying to set it up there for number 24, Emily Martin. But may have been a little bit of a mishit. Probably should have swung it a little bit more to the outside where Martin was to give her a chance to get the attack on that play. Martin takes that one, and now she's going to be able to put it back. Actually, take that back. That is Hunter with the return. Just off the top of the net on the kill. Crawls over and falls down on the Gateway Lady Warriors side. So another point for the Institute. 11-5, and that's going to prompt a timeout there by head coach Stevens. wants to settle her team down here as they trail by 6 here in set number 2. They're also down by 1 set. Institute took the first one, and do you remember the set score on that one? I didn't write it down like I should have.
Well, 25.
We did have 25. You are right. Was it
25-18,
18,
I think.
I believe, yes.
We'll go back and watch the tape.
Nice comeback, though, by Gateway Christian because they were down pretty heavily and made a good run there towards the end.
So when do the Colts play volleyball again?
That is a good question, and I should have come armed with all of this. Actually, I do know the answer. They play tomorrow. They go on the road and go play Mescalero.
Oh, okay.
So we will not be able to stream that game. I won't be able to send anybody down there, and we're still waiting on the Boxcast units and some of the other stuff that you ordered for us. Awesome.
Wednesday.
So once we get that, we will actually have something that we can maybe go on the road a little bit.
Yep.
And as easy as this looked to set up, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And the fact that we can do this through a mobile hotspot on my phone, if we've got 4G in the area, we'll be able to do this. But an elegant and very simple solution. I love the scoreboard plug-in. I think that is just an incredible feature. And yeah, exactly. And then being able to put it on a high, different outputs. It's on ksvptv.com. It's on YouTube. I can embed it in the stream into my own athletic website. So lots of different things that we can do with this as well.
Yeah. And just a way to get allow people to be able to watch their kids, because that's one of the most frustrating things, especially in this part of the country. I don't know how much it is here at NMMI, but you go to some of the other high schools around, I mean, parents follow their kids. They want to go to the games and support them, and we're happy to be able to provide this outlet for them.
Certainly, and it is. I mean, as a boarding school, we've always thought that streaming was something that was very, very important for us to do, because our kids they're not necessarily here in Roswell where they can come, and watch from the stands. It is there, our kids are from Alaska and Alabama and everywhere else, and the mom, they may not even be able to tune in during the actual game time, but if we've got it and we've got an archive of it, they can go watch it on Facebook Live or on YouTube or whatever it is that's, the streaming hosting platform, and be able to watch it after the fact, after they finish their 5-hour shift, or if the father's serving, in Afghanistan and didn't get back from patrol until a couple hours later. So
that's right.
There's the attack and the kill. Nice save by the back row, and the Colts pop it back over. Good rally this time, and now we're going to have the 4th hit, so that's going to be a point for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors.
Now, I understand that your coach bought 6 mulligans for this match today. Would this be an opportunity to use one of those mulligans?
How much do those cost? Do you get those from the NMMI? I'm not sure. That would be a great idea.
Oh, in the net.
We just, as a matter of fact, the last sporting event that we had was probably the Coaches Classic golf tournament that was put on by Sean Schooley and that we had at the NMMI golf course. That was right before COVID came out, and yeah.
Well, the thing that we have to remember here in New Mexico, it was during the state basketball tournament mid-March last year. Was the last high school sports in New Mexico.
And we got our basketball in. I don't know, did all levels get?
Yes,
they did.
Yes.
So yes,
it was through just a tremendous effort by the NMAA to get that done.
Alexandra Kemmerer was there at the net trying to pop it back over for the Institute and hit it, but then it hit the top of the net, came back down on her own side. So another point for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. They trail by 4. 9 serving 13. Good strong serve. And popped over the net by Anna Gerber. Oh!
She dove and slid and got a little underneath the set, and so it didn't go, I think, where she was wanting it to go. And
not quite enough to pop it up to a teammate, and the other ones were like, oh, whoops. That is why you play the JV games, get better, and figure these kinds of things out. And, of course, this is the first game of the season for both these teams. So still working out a lot of the kinks, but still I'm very impressed. We haven't had any rotation errors. The substitution seems like they've been going smoothly. And, yeah, the girls, they're ready to play. 15 serving 19 is number 9, Anna Gerber. The sophomore steps up to the line. Good solid serve in the back row. 24 is going to put it back into play, and the big hit over, nicely done by number 13, Kylie Bredick. Here's the attack by the Institute, picked up by the back row. Popped up, back row attack by number 24, that's Emily Martin. Institute's just going to have to pop it back over, and a nice save in the back row there. That was Susie Perry. There's the attack by number 9 for the Institute. Anna Gerber with the kill.
A nice job of just lightly touching it without like going way over the net to drop that in there. Found the dead spot and dropped it in.
Good court vision. Sometimes you see that as a hitter going up and realize, you know, I don't have to smack this down with everything I've got. There's a nice open sport on just a little bitty touch right there. There's a nice play and a nice attack. I believe that was number 16 on the kill, Delaney Fleming, for the Warriors. As number 6, Eliana Velasquez goes back to serve. Of course, only 7 players on this Gateway Christian JV team. They're playing almost Iron Woman volleyball here.
No rest.
That's right. Good one-hander by number 15, pops it up, and NMMI gets it back over. Back row attack by number 24, Emily Martin. There's the set, and another kill attempt there by Gerber, and a little bit of a miss hit that time. Gerber, one of 6 sophomores on this New Mexico Military Institute team. This time she puts it over, picked up. And a nice little push there by Lauren Hunter. Institute kind of got caught flat-footed. They thought she was going to set it up, but she just dinked it over.
Yeah, you said it before, good vision of where the defense is and knowing at that last split second where you're going to drop it in.
Eliana Velasquez and number 1, Savannah Sandoval, watches that one go out of bounds. Good decision by her. She knew exactly where she was on the court.
I guess they didn't bring the flags.
Well, we don't have anybody.
I mean, they're there, but they
are.
don't.
But there's no. I wonder if that's an NMAA thing. If they wouldn't let them use flags. That's interesting. So yeah, we do have the line judges. Looks like it's one of them is being done by.
Huh.
See, I didn't have to touch it that time, so they won't have to sterilize that. Put it in the no play ball.
Actually, we only have one line judge, so. Oh, is she over there? Okay,
Yes.
There she is. I see her now.
And those are actually some of the seniors are actually, they would be, I think they're our college freshmen. They played for us last year. 2 of the members of the Lady Colt volleyball team who are now attending college, as freshmen here at New Mexico Military Institute. Nice little service run here by number 6, Madison Pittman. Serves it up again, 19 serving 12, NMMI with a 7-point lead. A nice attack there by Lauren Hunter. Oh, mishit there on the set, and she needed to put it over. Number 8, I think she didn't realize she didn't have another hit to set. That was Yasmin Marufo.
Just remember the waltz. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Very good. Yes, nice. Nicely said. All right, 13 serving 19. Number 13, Kylie Bredick, back to serve. So number 6 comes running up here to not the front court, but taking her spot there. Right side of the back. Once again, a little bit of a miscommunication there between Nelson and Martin. Martin might have had a little bit of better angle on that one. That's something that they will figure out as they continue to get more and more reps. Number 5 now, Hannah Farrar, checking in to the front row for the New Mexico Military Institute. Farrar, a sophomore. And she's going to bump that one. Eventually put over there by Sandoval. That attack goes out of bounds, wide there, missed the left-hand side. So another point for NMMI. They've now gotten into the 20s. This will be 21 serving 13, and a timeout's going to be called by Gateway Christian.
So we've got the JV and the Varsity Colt volleyball game tonight. How about the Broncos? Where are they at? Are they getting? I totally don't know. What's their season looking like? And
you'll have to forgive me because I don't know exactly when they play this week. I want to say it's tomorrow and Saturday, but it could be maybe Wednesday and Saturday. Right now, we've only lost one conference match to the Odessa College. Odessa College is currently the 5th-ranked team in the nation. They are very, very good, but it is a team that we have pulled sets from. We have played the top team in the nation, first match of the season, Navarro College, and we took them to 5 sets. So the Lady Broncos have got an excellent team this year under head coach Shelby Forchner. We just haven't been able to pull down any of the big matches yet. And that's what I think she is really, really trying to get her team to do, is play consistently, because we come out like a house of fire. We take sets from people, and then the momentum slowly seems to just crumble a little bit, and we can't pick it back up. But we have a team that can compete with the best in the nation, and that's what Shelby wants, is another chance to go to nationals and see what we can do. She's on I believe this, if she goes again this year, it'll be the 6th straight year that NMMI has gone to nationals. And
wow.
Yeah, that's an amazing, amazing stat whenever you think that only 16 teams in the nation for D1 volleyball get to go.
That's truly amazing, and I'm sure if the opportunity arises, we can stream some of that stuff if you want.
We will finally be back at home, so we may be doing something as early as, I want to say they play Saturday. So if those units are in by Wednesday, we will be playing right here in this venue using the same video camera, the same setup. As a matter of fact, we'll probably be using the same boxcaster system because you've already got that one configured, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So it will be, yes, exactly. And I want to say that is Saturday, and I don't remember who it's again. You'll have to forgive me because we've been doing so many different schedules of late. And the schedule changes and everything else. And, of course, high school sports, it's like, no, you're not going to play. We're going to do pods. No. And then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, you guys can play next week. Starting next week. It's like, oh, really? Thank you. So all this was kind of done a little bit, I don't want to say last minute. We were prepping for this. We researched a lot of different streaming options, and whenever you called, I dropped every one of them and said, this is what we want to do. Because I knew how good. I mean, I knew if you were giving up your TriCaster system and everything that you guys were doing there at KSVP Radio, that this had to be a quality system and had to be cheap and easy to use, and that's what it's all about.
That's my middle name, Cheap.
10-4. Another point there off of the serve there by number 16, Delaney Fleming. She's been a terror at the line for the Lady Warriors. That one popped back over, and a little punch back. Great save by the back row, and they're going to get it back over. Good hustle by Gateway Christian. There's the attack, the outside hit by Chinami Davis, and another great save. But wow. Ileana Velasquez came up from the back row, almost got that. Did get it up and over, but then it just went a little wide. And that's been the luck difference. When it seems like an NMMI does that, it plops right back in the middle of the floor where nobody is. So 23 serving 18. NMMI needs a couple of points to close this one out. And if they do, of course, it's best 2 out of 3. That would end this game or this actual match.
Well, Gateway Christian got to 19, so they're still hanging in there.
Hey, and they're done better than they did last time, right? And still trying to make this one go. Don't count them out just yet, especially with number 15, Lauren Hunter, serving at the line for them. She pops that one over, and a little miss hit there by number 13, Kemmerer. That'll give another point for Gateway.
Well, and Hunter's hit, I think she was trying to set it. There's a timeout now. And it wound up going over the net, and the Colts were just not quite ready for it, so they get a point. So they pulled back to within 3 in this all-important second set.
And I think that happens sometimes. You realize that it's going to be a tough play for them, or that they're not, and you get caught flat-footed looking at the ball rather than being where you should be in your position and realizing hey, if they do hit it, I need to be ready to move and do this, especially at the JV level. Later on you become more and more practiced in realizing that you can't ever let your guard down, that you got to be ready at all the time because they can put it over on the first hit or the second hit or the third hit. So Hunter again at the line, needs a couple more points here, 3 to be exact to tie this up. There's one. 23-21, 2 more, and they'll have a tie match here, or tie set. So definitely improved on from that first set score where they dropped it 25-18, trying to make a comeback here and make it into a 3-set match. Shinami Davis puts that one back in play and popped over. Now Gateway Christian with the attack. Nice save, almost a little double hit. NMMI pops it back over. Let's see what they can do on the attack. No, just a miss hit. You get a little bit tentative on that back row. You don't want to hit it too hard, but then you just didn't quite swing into it enough.
So it makes it a game and set point for the Colts.
Shinami Davis, big high floater serve. And Davis can't handle the back row, kind of collided with her teammate there, number 9, Anna Gerber. And it's 24-22.
Sent it the wrong way.
She did. 9, Susie Perry now checking in for number 23, Sabrina Nelson. So exchange with the freshman. And Perry will go back and serve. She had a couple of nice service aces earlier in the first set. Let's see what she can do here. Good, strong serve. You can see why she's in there. NMMI managed to pop it back, and nice save by Perry, and she's going to get the point. Turnabout is fair play. It seemed like there was a lot of those type of plays for the Institute in that first set.
Now you have to win by 2, correct?
You do have to win by 2.
So the Warriors are 1 point away from forcing that situation. Oh,
that one is down. The ace by Perry puts it back tied up at 24s. So we're going to go extra innings here in the second set. To mix my metaphors here.
Let's do it.
Since we're talking about pipes, right, and we're not sure which sport that's supposed to even go for.
Yeah.
Can people comment on this through like a channel?
I'm sure on the different ones, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't figured that part out yet. Anyway.
And now they surge ahead. They've got a 1-point lead. Another serve here, and they could take this second set. So Perry doing a great job pulling her team back, and that's going to prompt a timeout by head coach Susan Alvis.
So you come from behind in the first set and win by 7 points. You're leading through most of this one, but as we said earlier, Jeff, this is a game of runs.
It is.
And Gateway Christian has finally put a run together to get this close.
And NMMI, I bet you we were up by 7 points in this match, weren't we, or in this set, this second set. So it's been a big swing this time in favor of Gateway.
So I'm assuming coach is like, just settle down. 1 point. That's all we need.
That's right. 1 point at a time. Let's get this first one, tie it back up, and then we'll go get the second one. Perry might have something to say about that. Good deep serve, and this one's going to end up being a free ball for Gateway Christian. There's the outside attack. It's put up and over. Shinami Davis makes a save, and a nice push over there by the Institute. Oh, it's just a miss hit. Oh,
that's a great volley.
That was great rally. Great go back and forth by both teams. That may have been the most exciting one we've seen yet.
It's one of the best. So now we're tied. It's the Colts serve, and 2 points to win now. So you got to get 2.
Molly Spencer, number 11, comes in for Giselle Medina, and Spencer will go back to serve. Trying to put her team up. Got to win by 2. It's tied at 25. Good serve there. This one's going to go down.
That's out.
Yep. Went around the net.
I don't think that counts.
I don't think so either. That's why they have those little antennas, right?
Antenna, yeah.
Yes, right? The little poles with the stripes on them, the barber poles.
The antenna, yeah. Antennae.
Antennae. Oh, but a service error ties things back at 26s.
Well, and you've got the varsity squads are kind of like the cheerleaders right now, cheering on their respective teams.
You can, if you see them, I'm sure the camera getting both squads going back there as they're standing there trying to cheer on their young counterparts, their JV teammates.
Good set.
There's the attack and a good one. Oh, it was almost saved, but not quite.
That's double hit.
Double hit, yep, the same person.
I mean, you got to give her an A for effort. You
do. And I mean, did you see it spin on the top of the net? Like, do I go over? Do I not?
Yep.
Just bad luck sometimes. 27, serving 26. This could be set and match point. Nice kill, but too long. So the attack there by Fleming, and that's who you want to have do the attack. Just went a little bit too long, and that will conclude this one. So a good match.
And again, the teams used to go under the nets, and,
right.
and so now they just
slap hands.
They just wave at each other and say, "Nice game."
Yeah.
So the rules we are in.
COVID volleyball, indeed. Hey, but we are playing, so I guess we should count our blessings, right?
Right. Now we're going to let the stream go because I don't have it set up as two events, but I am going to turn the mics off. And
sure, give us a little break. And
you can watch the warm-up
yeah.
as it goes on, and then why don't we drink some water, have a break, and get ready for the varsity coming up.
That sounds great. Thanks again, Mr. Dow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is going to be the start of the varsity girls volleyball game between the New Mexico Military Institute and the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. Both teams lined up, or at least Gateway is. There's New Mexico Military Institute breaking their huddle. They'll line up now. And, of course, Larry Grant, you may have heard me talking to him there during the pregame a little bit. He's saying, don't you be telling him whenever I make my mistakes. He's going to be the down chair official for this evening, or the floor official. And I didn't get the name of the up chair official. I apologize. Gene Dow, of course, from KSVP Radio, is here helping me with the color commentary and just the technical side of things. He set everything up here, got all the stream stuff going. And tell us a little bit about some of the numbers there on that first broadcast. He's got to get his headset on.
I got to put my headset on.
There it is.
Let's put it this way, Jeff. I heard your voice just fine without the headset on. In a gym.
That's right.
287 views, 158 unique, 3,077 minutes watch time. I'll shut up while you're.
Oh, no, that's impressive, as was that serve there by Hannah Lilly, the junior for Gateway Christian. Starts things off with an ace for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. This is the first set here in the varsity match. And another nice jump serve. That one is going to go a little bit long, a little too much mustard on that one. Ties things up at 1 apiece.
We have viewers in 4 countries and 19 states.
Nice. That is impressive. That is, those kinds of numbers, I've never seen a Lady Colt volleyball game with those kinds of numbers. So credit to you, the quality of the broadcast, but also maybe a little bit too COVID, and people are hungry for sports. Good save there by the libero in the back row. I'll get the names as we get along here, or get better with the names as we go. Nice save there. Popped it right back over. And there's the attack. Nice pickup by libero and a nice save off of the net. Great rally here. Tied up 1-1. Blocked at the net. Here's going to be the attack. Back row, and just going to go a little bit long. So a hit there by Hannah Martin, the senior from the back row attack. Just went a little bit too long. Great rally by both teams. Good defense played. We had some blocks. We had digs. We had good attacks. Everything you want to see, and this is the first match of the season for both these teams. Libero lost it. Good job by the back row, or by the front row coming all the way back. That was number 4, Sarah Lilly, running all the way back from the front row to go dig that one out. NMMI with another point. They're up 3-1 as the libero for NMMI serves it up. That is number 3, Jasmine Munoz. Rylan Maloney sets it up, and the kill attempt there by, still trying to get everybody's name here. Sorry, that's number 15, Olive Amici. Amici just a sophomore on this Broncos squad as NMMI goes up 4-1. Now that JV match, Mr. Dow, we saw NMMI took it in 2, but it was Gateway kind of the driving force at the beginning of that match.
Well, and at the end of the second set as well.
Very much so, yes. They came back from maybe 7-8 point deficit, tied it up, put us into the extra game, and it finished up, what, 28-26?
Well, not the extra game, but we did it overtime because we had to win by 2, and so we had to go above the 25.
That's right. I misspoke. Sorry.
That's okay.
Nice serve there by Sarah Lilly. And that makes it, if the scoreboard is correct, 3 serving 4. Gateway trails by 1. J.C. Payne there in the back and trying to receive it last time, and this time she's going to go the other way. Rylan Maloney pops it up. J.C. Payne with the attack and finds an open space.
Just inside the line. No, Jeff, I was taught early on in my radio career, never disagree with the play-by-play announcer.
You can disagree with me. I've never considered myself a play-by-play guy. I just have a big voice, and so they kept trying to get me to be on the mic. Something happened there, and the up chair official overruled it, so that is going to be a point for the Gateway Christian Warriors. May have been a net violation by the Lady Colts.
And we are tied up.
J.C. Payne pops that one up to Ryla Maloney. It's going to be attacked there by number 1, Cameron Ryan. Outside attack there by M.J. Stevens, and NMMI, the initial dig attempt went into the net there.
And it bounced backwards, so point Warriors.
So 5 serving 4 as continued to put up points there. At the line is Sarah Lilly, the junior for Gateway Christian. Nice little jump serve. That one goes just a little bit too long. Second time we've seen that, but good aggressive serving by the Lady Warriors. And I know from our Bronco volleyball team, our junior college team, that is something that head coach Shelby Fortner is very, very big on. You got to have a good, strong, aggressive serve because it just makes it that much more difficult to put it back and get that easy point. Good serve by Olive Amici for NMMI as well.
Well, the libero tried to get underneath it and wound up catching it with her nose, but she's okay.
She is. She's right back in there. Didn't even blink, I don't think, and ready to rock again. So NMMI up by 1. Amici at the line, the sophomore. She's had a couple of kills in this game already, and a good, strong serve, but it's going to go wide, and a service error gives possession back to the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors.
Trying to nibble on the edges.
Yes.
You know, get the line, make them go for something that may or may not be in.
And as you see, you know, as you go up in levels, that's exactly what we see. You know, at the they are always trying to go maybe just a little bit too deep, a little bit too far outside, and see if they can get somebody to try and go after a ball that may or may not be in. That was a good attack, but just a little bit long. That was number 8, Amelia Tenorio, the junior. Just a little bit too much on that one, as number 1 for NMMI, Cameron Ryan, the junior, goes back to serve.
Oh, hit the pipes, but they're still letting them play. I guess that's
job.
in the field of play.
Yeah, now you're allowed to hit it as long as it doesn't go back over to the other side after hitting. So you can't hit it up at the ceiling, hit a pipe, and make it go down on the other player's side. But if it stays on yours and you've got another hit, you can still go.
All right. Who's going to go get that volleyball that's up there?
There are. Every year we have to go poke them out. We have these really long poles that we dig out or put them, attach them and put them together so that we can dig those ones out. It's basically the same ones that you used to see the janitors used to put the old incandescent bulbs in.
Yep. Or you can get those poles the utility workers use when they're pulling the fuses up on the
that's
up
a good
on the
idea
line.
too, yes. 9 serving 6. There's a set. Going to be a back row attack, partially blocked. J.C. Payne sends it over, and a great job by her. I think that was only the second hit too, wasn't it? A little bit of a surprise.
A little bit of spin on there too.
It did. Almost like a tennis hit, a little top spin.
We got a timeout over here on the Gateway Christian side. So our plan, folks, if you'll stick with us, is whatever Colt games, like there's a football game on Friday night. That's here, isn't it?
Yes.
The Colts are taking on Dexter.
That is correct.
You want to put that on the internet?
I certainly do if we can get away with it. And we are going to play at Colt Field. There was some question there for a little bit. We were looking at the Wool Bowl as a venue and possibly even to Bremen, but because our field had gotten sanded, we were trying to level it out, because we didn't think we were going to have any football games until late
a couple
March.
weeks ago,
yeah. Exactly, yes.
About a month ago.
So they were doing a bunch of construction, but it is playable now again, and that's the seniors decided that that's where they wanted to play. That is their home field. So.
Okay, so that'll be here on the campus of the Institute.
Yes, sir.
And so we'll make sure you've got some stuff, and folks can go to ksvptv.com and watch the football game. And I don't know who your announcers are going to be.
It would probably, that's a good question, because I may get stuck doing stats. So if you're a parent that knows you've got a kid who wants to play, NMMI football, and you want a chance to not watch the stream but actually watch from the actual stadium, let me know because there are positions available. So same thing, and that goes whether it's football, baseball, volleyball, basketball, you name it. If you're looking to help and you're going to be in the Roswell area, give me or your head coach a call.
Okay.
Because we can definitely do that, and we always need some extra help running the video camera, pushing the water spigot on the hydration units, on the water coolers, all kinds of different things.
Nice volley. The shot a little short of the net again, and so it's a point for the Colts.
So quite a service run being put up here by Cameron Ryan for the Institute. NMMI up now by 6, 12-6. There's one. They jump at the net. Looked like she just missed it. I believe that's Daniel Laporte on number 9. She had a chance to just knock it right back down and I think just misjudged it a little bit. Now number 7, MJ Stevens at the line. Mariah Maloney takes it in the back row. And now she'll go for the attack, but didn't get underneath it a little bit. Or didn't get enough underneath it enough, I guess, rather.
Wound up in the net. So the Warriors on a little bit of a comeback here.
Another good serve there by Stevens. Maloney with the attack, and same thing. Just didn't get it up enough to get it over the top of the net.
Well, you mentioned something in the JV game. I mean, it hasn't been that long that you've been able to actually have full practice. It's only been about a week or so. I think practice started around the 22nd of February is when practices could actually begin.
Yes, sir.
For those schools that were in the hybrid mode.
Yes, they'd gotten to at least some in-person learning, yes.
They were still carrying on as if they had a shot, and the Gateway Christian Warriors were celebrating the point.
Yes,
so.
That was kind of interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
which game are we watching, you know?
Nice save by Rylan Maloney. Here's the Institute attack.
Oh, man.
Maybe not.
Kind of whiffed at it there. And
they did.
Didn't get a chance to hit it hard enough, and another timeout, this time by the Colts, as the Gateway Christian Warriors have pulled to within a point. And but since this is the very first game, and you've only had, a week or so of practice, it's going to take a little while to get into that game mode. And now you're not going against your teammates; you're going against another team that's out there to really try and win.
That's exactly right. And a lot of times you are, during practice, you're playing against the other team, and the coach, to keep things somewhat equal, you're not necessarily playing with the people, the rotation that you would be normally. And so some of those communication skills may not be quite as effective because you're used to, talking with one of the people on the JV squad or something. And we did notice that a little bit in the JV match, where there are a few communication errors where somebody just doesn't know that somebody's right in back of there and may have a better position on the ball or better angle to get that attack. And it'll just take a little bit of time to work out some of those kinks.
Oh.
And as we say all that, MJ Stevens puts that one in the net, but a great service run by her. And that's another one of those things where you're like,
I'm guessing that is not what Coach called for in the huddle there during the timeout.
The intricate diagrams that they do, on the clipboard to say, okay, you're the bottle cap and you're going to go, yes.
Yeah.
That was not it. High floating serve there by J.C. Payne for the Institute. Back row attack. And a good save in the back row, but a little bit too long.
Oh, they got it.
They did get it back. Great job.
Yeah.
Institute gets a free ball now, and they'll get a chance to attack. Riley Maloney goes, and this time she gets it over the net, but too far. So she's still trying to work out. It's like the pitcher with that release point. Trying to get it in that strike zone.
And again, too, you hope that it's coming in so hard and fast that the defense makes an effort to try to get it, and then you get the tip and you get the knockout, and you still get the point.
That's right. So 12 serving 13, and a little bit of a miss hit there in the back row by the Institute, and that'll tie things up. NMMI had as much as a 6-point lead here in this first set. But it's all tied up now, and number 11. Dally Burge doing the service. Oh, that one hits the net, but look at this. J.C. Payne comes in
Get out of the way. That should be out and a point for the Colts. So it hit the light fixture and then came down. And like you said, as long as it stays on the same side of the net, you can still play it off the ceiling.
They're going to give the point to the Gateway Warriors, but that ball was out. They're going to give the point, and I don't know why. The up chair official evidently said that that was in, but it didn't look in from here. But anyway, kill for Sarah Lilly and a point for Gateway as they go up.
They take the lead first time in the game, or set, or match.
All the above, right?
So that one was a long serve, and the Colts let it go out, so we're tied back up at 14.
Now the libero, or now how do you say it? Do you say libero or you say libero?
I say librero, but I might be adding an extra R in there.
I think it's, I'm pretty sure there's, yes.
Libero.
Libero, okay.
Yep, you can't just stick a fist out there to try to hit the ball. You got to get in position.
That's right. Move your feet. Every volleyball coach on earth will tell you that. Don't just try the one-hander unless it's the last resort. Move your feet. And the libero, number 1, Kira Blaylock. With the serve on that one for Gateway. Outside attack by number 5, and that one's going to be down and in. So Hannah Lilly, the junior, with another kill, and Gateway now storming.
And that's another thing that you can do is if you keep going for the back line, and you're close, and then you let up and you don't go for it, and then you get a call like that where it drops just inside the line.
Yes, sir. There's a good attack there by I believe that was number 8, Morgan Lynch, for the Institute. It was indeed. She'll get credit for the kill. And now Ryla Maloney, the senior, will go back to serve for NMMI's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. 4 seniors on this squad for the New Mexico Military Institute, including Miss Maloney.
Oh, almost got it.
Nice save by the libero. Amici with the attack, and it's going to go long. So another 2-point lead in favor of the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. Seniors on the team include Jasmine Munoz, Ryla Maloney, J.C. Payne, and Morgan Lynch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors on the Gateway Christian Warrior team. Definitely want to mention all those seniors because, of course, you know, they didn't get a play last year, or they got, well, actually, they did get a play all last year, right? Because we got volleyball season in.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't been able to play, and you're hoping that they weren't going to lose another or lose their senior season. Big kill at the net. I'm not sure if that was number 3, Hannah Martin, or number 7, MJ Stevens, but they were both there ready to celebrate as Gateway goes up by 3, 19, or 4, 19 serving 15.
And that one went off to the left, or off to the right. So the pretty good run here by Gateway Christian, and another timeout by the Colts.
I think Coach Schooley was thinking exactly that. Pretty good run. We need to stop this. Let's get my team calm down again.
Now think about it, Jeff. Volleyball would have been played for the 2019-2020 school year.
Yes.
Because we're in the 2020-2021.
Right. Okay,
so it would have been in the fall of 2019.
Yes.
The last time the volleyball teams had an opportunity to play. They should have played in the fall of 2020 of last year.
That's where I was getting confused. And actually, Peter, my assistant, he one of the preview articles we did before coming to this game, he actually went back and looked at the number of days. It's been 504 days since the Lady Colts have played a volleyball match.
Right.
So, yes.
And you've got some seniors and some players, you know, basketball, the NMMI worked really hard to get the basketball tournament in, and they played the basketball tournament in the pit about a year ago, a little more than well, it was in the middle of March.
Yeah.
And we're not quite there, a couple weeks away. Baseball teams had started to play baseball.
We got 3 games in with the Colts, yes, sir.
Softball teams, some maybe got 1 or 2 games in, some didn't play at all. And so you had anybody that had won a state championship didn't get to defend their championship.
That's right. Track teams, I don't think we got a single meet in before all that hit. Outside attack by MJ
Ooh.
Stevens, and she puts it down.
What a kill. They had that set beautifully. And you can tell they're pumped up. I mean, this is the competitive sport.
Well, they just haven't been able to showcase any of that for so long. Exactly.
They've been denied the opportunity to do this, and this is why it's been so important to get the kids back in school and then, have the athletics. Oh, little spin. That's those serves. If you get it right, you put enough spin on it, you think you're in the right position. You're ready to get the dig or whatever, and it just goes off to the left, off to the right. So there's quite a bit of spin. Some good serves here from Lily.
Excellent, excellent jump serve as that one goes a little bit long, but not before she puts a couple in for some easy points.
Now that time there wasn't that much spin. You could see, you could still see the colors on the ball.
A little bit more of a knuckleball on that one, yes. 16 serving 23 as Jasmine Munoz steps up to the line, and not the time to put the ball into the net.
So now that makes it set point for Gateway Christian. And they'll make a substitution here. Avery Pirtle, the sophomore, will come in for Burge.
And you got to imagine that's probably one of the children of Coach Carrie Pirtle, as you'll see her.
And can they get it? They can get it here? No. Gateway Christian wins the first set.
All righty. 25-16 for this first set as Gateway Christian comes back from a 6-point deficit to take set one. We're going to take a quick break here, and I'm going to see if I can go get General Grizzle to maybe talk a little bit here on the mic.
I'll let you talk to him.
All right, that sounds good. All righty, welcome back, folks. Here, about to begin set number 2. Set number 1 taken there by the Lady Warriors. Came back from a 6-point deficit to win 25-16. Was that the final? Again, I didn't write it down.
Yes, 25-16.
Oh,
I did.
Nice.
I
Good
did
job.
write it down. By the way, Jeff, 5 countries, 21 states watching this evening our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching volleyball here from the New Mexico Military Institute in beautiful Roswell, New Mexico.
That's right. Big shout out again to KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio and you guys for all that you guys do for all the sports here in the Valley. Goddard, Roswell, and
Artesia.
Now, and Artesia, and of course now NMMI.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to do this for about 10 years.
We have. You and I have worked together on a lot of different projects trying to get this, and it's always been either slightly out of our price range, or we weren't ready to pull the trigger on something, or just the timing was off, or yes. And now I think it's going to become a reality, and I think it's going to be an excellent production. NMMI set to serve, and of course in the new COVID rules of volleyball, the teams will not switch courts. Normally, now, Gateway started the game or the match on the left-hand side. They'll stay there. I guess the theory is that, if you're sweating on your own side of the court, Amici with the attack. Handled by the back row, and now the outside attack. Nice little dink there by Hannah Lilly. Puts it in that soft center. Ryla Maloney and a couple other Lady Colts dove for it, but couldn't get to it. No chance for the pancake on that one. Morgan Lynch checks out, and the libero for NMMI, number 2, Ashlyn Irish, checks in. Irish, only a freshman.
Nice dig there. Oh.
Good idea by number 4, Sarah Lilly, and just didn't quite get it over the net. You'll see that exact play. Give her about another couple of sets, and she'll have that down to a tee. Olive Amici with a good, strong serve. Nice save by the libero. Popped over, and a little miscommunication there.
Well, it kind of sucked everybody up to the net, and there wasn't anybody back to save.
That's a great observation. That's exactly what happened. You start getting excited because they made a great serve or a great kill, and you don't realize that you've wandered 3-4 steps up out of where you should have been.
Couple of bad passes out of bounds, and Gateway Christian is taking a real fast 3-1 lead.
Understood.
Here in set 2. Sorry.
Another serve there by Sarah Lilly. No, I trip over my tongue constantly. It's quite all right. Attack there by MJ Stevens goes long. Stevens just a sophomore, and we've seen some great serves and great kills from her already in this match. As now number 1, Cameron Ryan, the junior for NMMI, goes back to serve. Nice flat serve by her, but picked up easily by Gateway. The back row attack by number 14, and I don't think that one made it over.
No, that'd be a double hit, so off the net.
Avery Pirtle with the attack on that one. Just didn't quite clear the tape. Pirtle just a sophomore. And another serve by Cameron Ryan. Tied up now at 3s. Good attack by MJ Stevens. Nice save by Irish. Rylan Maloney pops it over. And now another attack, this time by number 12. That is Michaela Fox. J.C. Payne with the attack for NMMI. And the libero just pops it over. Almost hit those pipes up in the top, but managed to get it by. Payne with another attack and another save by the libero, Blaylock. But nobody there to pick her up on that one, or excuse me, Baylock.
Came up a little bit short, and nice placement by the Colts where they dropped it in.
Certainly was, and there's that finesse over power sometimes that it makes all the difference. Nice decision by number 14, Pirtle. She stopped, she saw the line and said, oh, nope, that's going to go wide. Ties it up at 4, and Michaela Fox, the senior, goes back to serve for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors. A little bit of a miss hit there by the senior Maloney, and she wasn't happy with herself after that one.
Quite a bit of spin coming from these servers here from Gateway Christian. Michaela Fox serving now, and she's spun it in the net.
Have you seen like some of the men's volleyball Olympics, and whenever they go up and do those jump serves and they put that huge top spin and it almost looks like a drop ball hitting over the net? And yeah, and those guys handle it like it's nothing, you know, no big deal on the dig side.
Oh, she put her, Baylock was going to get out of the way and still it hit her hand, so it goes over to the Colts as a point.
That was one of those you go deep and hope that they make the mistake, and I think that's exactly what you're talking about, right? Where, just didn't quite know where she was on the court. Tenorio there. The set by Lily, but the back row attack by MJ Stevens goes into the net. And NMMI now with a 2-point lead. Haven't seen that for a while.
Well, it has been back and forth, and
you're right.
Basically, the Colts have been able to take advantage of a couple of Gateway Christian miscues to get their points.
Nice back row attack by Hannah Lilly, and NMMI is not going to be able to return it.
And again, we talked about sucked up to the net before. This time they were drawn back to the back line, and they left a gap up on the net.
On the front, yes, exactly. Oh, that was one of those, I got it, you get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there for it was Morgan Lynch, and for some reason Ryan called her off and couldn't get to it.
That communication comes with practice and with playing, so they'll get better at it.
Beautiful jump serve again there by MJ Stevens. She kind of floats in the air. I hope you guys can pick that up on the streams. As that one jumped up, but just a little bit too much on it. And NMMI now with an 8-7 lead as number 7, J.C. Payne, the senior. Nope, she's going to, I thought it was her serve. She served last time, so this is the libero. Ashlyn Irish, the freshman. Good deep serve, bump set, and just trying to put it over was number 14, Avery Pirtle.
Well, and sometimes, too, you'll see two players kind of come close to each other because you're trying to fool the defense as to who's going to actually hit the ball, and they faked each other out.
Good adjustment on the attack there by Hannah Lilly. And this time a big kill over the middle by Amelia Tenorio. Great set, right up the gut, and she puts it down for the kill. Number 11 checks in, Dally Burge, as number 14, Avery Pirtle, checks out. Burge just a freshman, and she'll serve it up. Good strong serve by her. Outside attack to Rhode Island Maloney, she pops it. And again, Maloney on the attack. Nope, excuse me, that was Morgan Lynch. This time, Olive Amici with the attack for NMMI. And a big hit there by Hannah Lilly, but it never went over the net.
Well, and Amici was there, too, to kind of help block it, so.
Yes.
So now the Colts are back up by 2. This has been a back-and-forth set so far.
Well, you know, and even the first one was, the Colts were in the driver's seat there for a long time until, Gateway just went on that really, really long run. And like you said, it's been, every match we've seen, it's been about the games of runs, the back and forth until finally one team breaks out for a 5-6 point run and the other team's trying to play catch up. Ryla Maloney trying to continue that run for NMMI. Her team up now by 3, 11-8. And the attack by Amici, big time hit. Forget finesse. Let's just pound it down.
That works too.
Great job by the sophomore Olive Amici. NMMI up 12-8. Another serve by Maloney. Nice one-handed save by J.C. Payne to come up.
There's the set.
Nice save by Maloney in the back row. They'll try again. Gateway resets, and another kill by Tenorio.
Yeah. And that's something else, too. First game of the season, you're still trying to figure out if you're going to smash it, who are you going to go after?
That's right. Well, and I think your setters are still trying to figure out who do I want to set the ball to. Do I want to go to MJ Stevens a lot? Do I want to go to Tenorio a little bit more because she's starting to eat up? There's all those questions. Am I going to go back set, front set? Am I going to go over the middle? That one partially blocked by Amici. Nice kill by Hannah Lilly. Just nobody in the back row. That time they didn't creep up quite enough, did they?
Well, and the hit, you know, she deflected it, and it kind of went off away from where the players were standing.
Where
and
the defenders were, yes, sir.
How hard it was hit. There's a smash.
Nice save in the back row. They're not giving it up. That one. Now, the ball did go down on the NMMI's court side, but I think you have to make it go around that antenna the right way, right? You can't go behind the ref.
Well, yeah,
there.
you can't go behind the ref in the out of bounds and knock it over that way. But nice effort. I mean, they did not give up on it.
She did not. Served there by Jasmine Munoz for NMMI. Oh.
Still got a chance. Oh, too much spin.
I guess those don't really describe a whole lot, so my apologies
on
that. But yeah,
we're on video. So.
Okay, yes, exactly. Good point. All right, another serve there by Hannah Lilly. Lots of good serves by this Gateway team. I can see they're definitely making it very difficult. Great block
good
at the
save.
net.
Yeah. Missed it by that much.
Yeah.
But again, their Gateway's doing a great job of finding just those open gaps and spots in the defense, and it's getting the Colts out of position to get a good save.
Keeping them out of rotation is what head coach Fortner would say.
Mm-hmm. Still got a shot. Oh. They got it back over and got the point. Oh, that's not how you draw that one.
No. See, now one of the things that they are trying to do is Rylan Maloney's supposed to be the setter, and the whole thing is if she can get the second hit on the ball, she has the green light, and that's why you saw that. Now, granted, that's one of those where she maybe shouldn't have tried to go for it and should have called it off, but that's all part of that communication.
Yeah.
Number 14, Avery Pirtle checks in for Dally Burge.
And Sarah Lilly back to serve.
Payne tries to pop it over, but a little too much on that one. And if the scoreboard is right, it's tied up again at 14. So another serve by Miss Lilly, the Sarah Lilly as opposed to Hannah Lilly.
I got it. Almost came over here at our broadcast table.
It looked like Avery had the right angle, and then she kind of switched to the last minute. I don't know if it hit one of the pipes up there and kind of changed things or what, but good save by Baylock. Maloney with the kill and just goes a little bit wide.
So again, we go back and forth, and we're tied back up at 15.
Tenorio back into the front row there for Gateway Christian as the libero checks out. Michaela Fox with the serve. J.C. Payne on the attack and picked up there by Sarah Lilly.
No, they still got it. Fourth hit.
Fourth hit, yeah.
I was going to say, good effort there. So now the point goes back over to, or the ball goes back over to the Colts, and they take the lead by one.
Morgan Lynch comes in for Jasmine Munoz. She'll be in the front row now, and back to serve is J.C. Payne.
Oh, what a smash.
Wow.
What a smash.
And that's what I'm talking about. Did you see the airtime? She got up there. That is MJ Stevens, number 7, and as seems to happen quite often, they get that kill and then they go right back to serve.
I have noticed that.
Isn't it weird how it's just, I don't know, it's uncanny.
And she's got really good spin. Another one that hits the arms and just swings off to the right and goes out of play.
Wow, that was a rocket.
Yeah, but nice recovery.
It was. NMMI got it back. Unfazed, and now they pop it back again.
And that was out.
Well, was it out? Well, they're pointing two different directions here.
Yeah,
we got a down chair and okay, now the up chair is going our way.
Yeah, well, the gentleman over here in the corner, he did this,
okay,
so that's
they're
out.
out. Great attack, though, by Hannah Lilly. And that's part of the problem. I mean, the Colts having trouble trying to figure out a blocking scheme because they've got good attackers on both sides and in the middle. Lots of offensive threats. NMMI staying right with them, and there's NMMI's big offensive threat.
That was in, and there's your smash, and back up by 1.
Olive Amici with another kill. She's got to be the kill leader for the Colts, I would think.
I don't know. Let's talk to the SID. Maybe he knows.
Oh, no. Let's not ask the SID because I know him, and I know he doesn't know.
Oh, it's still in play.
See, because normally I'd be keeping stats on DAG stats trying to do this. Yes.
Well, it hit the rafters and came right back down, and they almost got the point out of it.
And we used to keep volleyball. I think we will have match stats after this. I believe that assistant coach Susan Alves is actually keeping stats right now.
Good. Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, that's fine. Double block was there by Lynch and Amici, but it went off and out of bounds on the Colts side. Point for Gateway. Good to see that. You don't always see at the single double A level, I guess, although technically we're a 3A team this year. That ability where they actually start doing a lot of the blocking like that at the net. A lot of the teams just stay back and play a 5 in the defensive set. 5-6 people back there.
Colts want a timeout after the pass almost went into the basket for 2. So this is getting crunch time here as the Warriors have built up a 2-point lead. They're the first to 20, and it's kind of one of those levels that when you get to 10, when you get to 15, then you get to 20, does that give you the momentum to go ahead and finish this out? And the Colts already won, or the Warriors already won the first set, 25-16. So this is a big set for them. Big set. I mean, for both these teams, you win. If Gateway Christian wins this one, you definitely have the momentum going into that third set.
It's always tough to come back from losing the first 2 sets. You know, the best you can hope for is let's split. If you can't take the first one, let's come back, take the second one. You drop 2, and it's at the college level, at the high school level, you just don't see teams come back and win 3 straight very often.
Yep. So it's a tough one to go. But I tell you, the intensity on the Gateway Christian team, I mean, they are fired up. They get a point. I mean, you can just see it in their face. There's like veins popping out of the neck when they're happy when they get the point and everything. It's just great to see this level of competitiveness that we've just not been able to have in New Mexico here for quite a while.
And we've talked about some of the unforced errors that both teams have been making and the miscommunications, but I'm impressed with the attacks, the quality of attacks that both teams are getting. You're seeing some really good sets, really good digs, really good spikes, great services too. I mean, good rallies. It's just been, for this first game of the season, I think you have to be incredibly impressed, especially considering the amount of practice that these young ladies have been able to have as a team together.
Sure. Well, the other thing, too, and I've been interested, well, I'll wait here because we have action going on, so we'll have plenty of time to talk.
Another serve there by Dally Burge. And the attack there by Morgan Lynch. Nice little finesse shot over the top of the block and down before the back row can get to it. So NMMI trailing by 2 as Rylan Maloney goes back to serve. 19 serving 21, the senior with the jump serve.
Didn't quite get the response that she wanted. Goes a little long, and now the Warriors will have the serve.
Always a tough thing, too, because you want the good aggressive serve, try and get the ace, try and get the easy point, but unfortunately do the exact opposite and give up the easy point. Amici bumps that one over, but it's going to go out of bounds, and NMMI now down by 4, 23-19. Libero Kiro Baylock, the senior, with the serve. Trying to get two more and start trying to put this one out of reach. That one
goes out.
Good call. Maloney saying, hey, no, let's not go after that one. It's going to go long, and it does. Lynch checks out, and Jasmine Munoz will check in. She'll go back to serve. Another one of the seniors on this Lady Colt roster. 23-20. NMMI needs a three-point run here to try and get back. Oh, and Amici right there to make the block of the net.
But it didn't go back over the net. It kind of came right down in front of her, and she, of course, couldn't hit it a second time.
Yes.
So
now, actually, if you block, you can hit it. You can pop it up on the second. So that's the only time you can actually have two hits in a row.
Set point.
Amici pops that one over. Here's the attack. Stevens, little soft touch. Maloney.
Got to go over now. That's it.
She was just too close to that net. Couldn't make the adjustment. And Gateway will win the second one, 25-20.
Your guest is here.
All right, we have General Grizzle, the president and superintendent of the New Mexico Military Institute. Very, very good. And you can put the camera on this if you want to, Rodney. All right. General Grizzle, first game of the season for the high school team. Did you think this day would come?
Well, it's a great day. It's great to be back in the gym. The kids are so excited about it. A school needs sports. People tell me that when I say things like that, it's because they know I was a jock. But a good sports program just complements the school, period. I'm sorry, but it does.
Yes, sir. All right. Anything else that you'd like to tell us about what's going on at NMMI or the COVID protocols or anything else?
Well, I was on a call the other day, and it was with representatives of the governor's office, and someone tried to make the point that other schools were working around the system, and I said, no, we're not doing that. We're working within the system.
Yes, sir.
We've learned how to do that, and we're going to comply with the rules, and that's what we're doing. And so it's great to be able to have our sports, to work within the rules that the governor has established. And here we are, playing tonight, Friday night, Colt football. It's just great to be back out there, let the kids play their sports at all levels. Our junior college is playing their sports. We're able to play at home again.
Yes.
And so we're just excited about all of that.
We certainly are. And, I mean, you can see, the COVID protocols are in place. People are wearing their masks. They're trying to keep the social distance. We've got very limited people in, only the people that need to be here to help facilitate the stream and the other services that we need.
No, if you look, everybody's got a function. Nobody's, just spectators. They're not allowed. Everyone has a function. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And we're complying with the protocols. And I wish the cadets could be here. Hopefully things will change.
Yes,
but in the interim, we're doing what we're supposed to do.
All right. Any other last thoughts or anything else you'd like to say about NMMI?
I don't like we're down 0-2. We got to turn this around.
Yes, sir. Exactly. What have you been seeing out there? Because I've been impressed with just the athleticism that we've seen out of both teams, considering this is the first game that they've played, and they've had limited practice time. These young ladies have only been able to compete as a team starting February 22nd.
Yeah, I think you've got it right on, Jeff. They're missing their sets and their spots, but it comes with just practice and playing together, and that's going to come. But all in all, they've just played remarkable for that first time out on the court, and just a joy to watch them and be back out here seeing these things together again.
Most definitely, yes, sir. All right. Final thoughts at all?
Well, just great. I appreciate the audience. You say we've got great following on the web tonight. We appreciate that very much, internationally and nationally, and we appreciate that. Parents, families, and friends that's watching, thank you very much for doing that. And we'll try to live stream every event we can, whether it's an athletic event. This Thursday night, we're going to do our academic awards.
Okay.
We're going to live stream that. So please join us, and just as much as we enjoy the athletics, we're going to award our academics this week on Thursday night.
Excellent. Very, very good. Thank
All
you,
right.
General.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, sir. You can take that. All right, welcome back. There's the first point as it goes down in favor of the Lady Colt. Excuse me, the Lady Warriors.
Just a tipper across the net. Colts to set and bring it back. Get a little bit of a volley going here. Well, that was a nice smash, but a good save. Back over the net. And it just dropped right there in front of the net off the hands. And so it's a point for the Colts, and we're tied up at 1 here in set number 3. And Jeff is back, and that one is going to be lost. Good spin off of that serve, and so we're kind of seeing the momentum shift over to the Colts.
Well,
one thing on our score bug, just so you know, we don't have the interface set up quite right, so the number of games won by each team is not displaying, but it's 2-0 Gateway Christian.
And we will work on that. I think I can fix that.
And we had a whistle stopping play. I think they had a question about, it's probably a rotation question. That's usually something that happens about this particular time.
That's exactly right. Down chair official sounds like he is consulting, or looks like he's consulting with the scorebook, trying to figure everything out.
Yep. So this is a huge set here.
This is a big time set.
Oh, okay. You were pointing at your microphone. I didn't know if you had a question.
I wasn't sure if it was on because I couldn't hear myself through the speakers, so I just wanted to make sure.
Is it working now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can hear it just fine now, but there was, so.
Okay. All right, they went ahead and consulted. There must have been a rotation error, so they're going to award a point to Gateway Christian, and they will have serve. And it's tied at 2.
Going to have substitutions for both teams as Avery Pirtle checks in for Dally Burge on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side,
better not swap until the official says yes.
Yes, exactly. On the right-hand side, it looked like, and I've got the wrong roster. I knew that wasn't right. So Lynch goes in for Munoz.
So they took a point away from the Colts, and it's now 2-1. And now they're checking the rotation on the Gateway Christian side. And so they will consult with each other to make sure that they've got that right.
And she untucks her jersey there because the down chair official wanted to make sure that he had his right. I think everything checks out now. He checks back with the scores table. Nope, we're going to check one more time, make sure we got this right. First time for the officials, too, of course.
Well,
they haven't done it in a while.
That's right. That's right. So you're going to check on the volleyball schedule to see which next Colt game is that we're going to be able to carry. And then football on Friday night against Dexter.
And then we probably will turn around Saturday and do the Bronco volleyball game that will be here the very next day, too.
Excellent.
So, yes, sir. And then once I can figure out and get enough units, we'll probably start trying to do our baseball games too. Mm-hmm. Right now we're going to be using a little bit different system just because I'm going to have multiple games. Like Friday we've got a baseball game and a football game, and Saturday the same thing. We've got a doubleheader and a volleyball game. But I do already have a Facebook live setup that we'll probably use for baseball for the next couple of games until I get another couple of those, and we can start
expanding the
yes.
reach.
Thank you, yes. All right, NMMI trailing by 2 in that one.
Long hit, out of bounds, and up into the rafters again.
So another point for the Lady Warriors on a little bit of an unforced error by the Lady Colts. Haven't seen the scoreboard change. There it does. So 4 serving 1. Munoz to Maloney to Amici. Amici pops it over the top of the net. There's the attack by Stevens. Nice save by Munoz. Back row attack there by Ryan. And now the outside attack again to Stevens. Picked up again by Munoz. Nice save by Ryan. Popped over the net. Here's the attack. Over the middle by number 3, and Amici right there to try and make the kill, but it goes down on her side. Hannah Martin, the senior, with the attack there and the kill for the Lady Warriors.
Tell you that rotation error has really kind of taken the wind out of the sails of the Colts right now.
It has. Oh, and there's going to be an ace.
Yep.
Nice deep serve there by Sarah Lilly, and it's one of those where, man, do I go after that or not?
And Lilly is still serving for the Warriors. I mean, it's been a run for them now. They're up 6-1.
Big time run to start set 3, and that's the Lady Colts can ill afford to give up too much more. Already trailing by 2 sets. Payne just has to pop it over the net. There's the set, outside attack to MJ Stevens, picked up by the back row. Oh. I don't even think we need to even say anything. Everybody saw exactly what we did there, Mr. Dow.
Yep, and so we'll have another timeout on the court. And the Warriors up 2-0, and so this is they win this one. They win the match. Let's see. So you have basketball should be getting to start practice here pretty soon.
High school, yes. The college is already in play, of course. So we are going to be entering the second half of conference. And what's kind of funny about basketball and volleyball at the college level is that we started off playing in Texas because teams couldn't come to New Mexico without testing negative, and most teams weren't going to do that, and the extra expense, and it created a lot of problems. So we played our first half of the conference season on the road for Bronco volleyball and Bronco basketball. But now that Chaves County is in the yellow, as long as we stay in the yellow for COVID numbers, positivity rates, we can play at home. And so all of our games will be at home for the second half of conference. So it may seem like we're streaming all the time, and it's because we're going to be playing at home all the time. Because
how exciting.
Yeah. So it actually turned out very well. We were hoping it would work out this way, and of course all the other teams in the conference readily agreed to it, thinking, well, yeah, hey, this is great. We're going to get 2 games at home. We're the Broncos are never going to be able to play in Roswell. So Odessa and Midland and everybody's like, okay, that's fine. Not sure. That was an interesting attack style there by Pirtle. It just went up. She almost made it in, though.
Well, again, hoping maybe somebody go over and try to retrieve it.
Yeah.
That was a little too obvious.
It was. Olive Amici now back for the Lady Colts. Trailing by 5. Good solid serve by her. There's Pirtle again with the attack, and once again, a little bit too much on that one. Not as high this time, so she made some adjustments, but still a little bit long.
So the timeout result so far leaning towards the Colt favor, a couple of unforced errors.
So good call by head coach Stephanie Schooley, making the adjustments there for her team, getting them calmed down. And there's the kill there by number 7, MJ Stevens.
Well, when you need a stop, pass the ball to MJ.
No doubt. She has been a dominant factor in this game. No doubt. Hannah Martin with the serve on that one. Little dink over the top by J.C. Payne. And now Who else? MJ Stevens.
And it's in. And another point for the Warriors. So after that brief little stop after the timeout by the Colts, the Warriors go back on the road to victory.
And you've only got 2 timeouts per set, so it's not like you can keep calling them boom, boom every time your team gets into a little bit of a out of rhythm. Stevens with a dink this time, picked up, and just over the head of J.C. Payne. She went up for it and couldn't quite get to it. It's like the outfielder going up against the wall there for the catch, and it just goes over the top of their glove.
That one was out, I believe.
So service error there by Martin. She'll check out, and Baylock, the libero, checks in. Back to serve for NMMI will be the junior Cameron Ryan. Back row attack there by Lilly. Dink over the top by Ryan. Pirtle puts it over. And Rylan Maloney with the attack on the outside. Outside attack by MJ Stevens, but into the net. She immediately tapped her chest. She knew she missed it that one. Would like another swing at that one, and she will get one here in the next couple of plays, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
They go immediately back to her on the outside, and this time was it touched?
No.
So just a little bit long. I thought somebody might have touched it there, but evidently not.
Wasn't seen or heard.
And the ace by Ryan. 3 points straight up for the Institute. Trying to play a little catch up here. Couldn't come at a better time as that 10-point mark, like you said, the 10s, the 20s. Everyone, it seems like it gets a little bit closer, a little bit more important. NMMI now trailing by 3, 7-10. And I spoke too soon. I think I jinxed them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they kept hitting the wrong way.
They did. The ball kept going further and further back with every touch.
The net's over here.
So 11 serving 7 at the service line, and a great serve by
what
MJ
a great
Stevens.
hit.
Wow. Beautiful dig by Jasmine Munoz. Pops right over the top of the net, and the Lady Warriors caught a little bit flat-footed. Didn't expect that to come back. She gets a high five from her head coach, Stephanie Schooley, as she goes out. J.C. Payne now back to serve for NMMI. 3-point difference again. Pirtle sends it over. Payne picks it up. Popped up and sent over by the libero, Irish.
Yeah. It's Payne just let it go, and it landed just inside the line. Point for the Warriors.
That's that court sense. You sometimes forget exactly where you're at.
Yep.
And 11, Dally Burge comes in, the freshman, to serve again. Picked up by Irish. The libero picks it up for Gateway, and the outside attack by Hannah Lilly. And she's going to get credit for the kill. The touch in the back row, Irish tried to get to it. Got a piece of it, but not enough.
Yep. Made a good effort.
So another serve by the Frosh, Dally Burge. Irish pops it over, going to be a free ball. There's the set, the attack over the middle by Tenorio, and that's about the third or fourth time we've seen that little play. She's been very, very good over the middle for the Gateway Christian Lady Warriors.
So they expand it to a 6-point lead here in the third set, up 2-0.
Nice little short serve.
Oh, what a great pass.
It was. Good decision by Ryan. Deflected at the net. The back row picks it up for NMMI. And the outside attack by Maloney. No touch. That one goes long, and another point for the Lady Warriors.
Trying to get the tip on the attempted block at the net and didn't get it.
And that's sometimes a strategy that the hitters will use, that they'll actually hit directly into that block and try and go, at a slight angle to make it go out of bounds or over the top of the hands like that. Good defense by Tenorio, proving she can play, move around too, as that attack by Hannah Lilly goes into the net. Gives the Colts a little bit more life as Olive Amici checks into the front row, the big hitter for the Lady Colts. Irish with the serve into the back row deep. Setter has to come all the way back, and MJ Stevens, good back row attack, just didn't quite get it over the net.
So the point to the Colts, and they are back within 5.
1 point at a time, another good deep serve. Makes it tough on that attack.
Oh, found that hole in the defense there at a great hit by Gateway Christian.
That was Hannah Lilly. Great job. Nice little finesse attack as the libero Kira Baylock goes back to serve. 6-point lead. Trying to close this one out and sweep the Lady Colts. Big attack by Stevens, but goes
Out.
wide.
Yep, it was out.
And now Miss Maloney with the serve. Jump serve by her, and a good one. That one dropped quickly. Had some of that spin on it.
Into the net.
Hannah Martin tried to make the attack there, and
So now it's back to a 4-point game. Or set.
both. And you can actually use game or set, I believe, interchangeably.
Okay.
But the problem is you can also use game to refer to the game as a whole, too. But
Right.
it doesn't mean the same thing as a match.
That's right.
That one touched. Gateway is going to get credit for the kill as number 5, Hannah Lilly, goes back to serve. 5-point lead for the Lady Warriors. Good flat serve. J.C. Payne made a good dig on the defensive side. Here's the attack. MJ Stevens, and a great save by Irish, but
Out of bounds.
out of bounds.
That's how hard that ball was hit. All Irish did was go down with the dig, and it came all the way back across the net.
Exactly. 6-point lead again, and a nice jump serve. Irish with a
Yeah.
great job. Amici put it over, but they're going to say she went into the net.
Yeah, foot slid underneath the net. You can't cross that center line. And another timeout for the Colts, but a great effort by Olive Amici.
Good job by Irish, too, to even get it to her
That's
there
right.
as well. That was just an excellent serve by Hannah Lilly.
So, Friday night's football game here.
Yes, sir.
Colts and the Dexter Demons.
Yes, sir.
Dexter's had a heck of a football program the last few years.
They really have. So, yes, I think we were, as a matter of fact, the seniors were talking the last time that we beat Dexter, I think it was like, what was it, 2008 or something
Oh,
like
my
that.
goodness.
So it's been a while. Maybe it hasn't been that long, but it's been 4 or 5 years at least, because they were talking about that whenever we were doing we took pictures on Saturday of our Colt guys and did some video work with them as well.
Yeah. So that'll be Friday night.
Yes, sir.
7 o'clock,
Yes, sir.
and we'll have your setup there so you can watch it online Friday night.
Perfect. And then right back at it again here at the Godfrey Athletic Center for the Bronco volleyball team as we take on a conference opponent. I'm not sure who it is. I'll have to check the schedule. Also check your time because I don't know if that match is at 1 or 2. I can't remember, but we will get all this posted on our the schedule pages for the actual teams. There'll be links to that, and then also our Facebook accounts and our Twitter accounts for NMMI as well. Or check the KSVPTV.com page, too.
Yeah, we'll get them scheduled. They'll appear there.
7-point lead as Olive Amici pushes that one over. Nice deep hit. Nice little placement there by Ryan, but picked up. And the attack by Stevens. Big time hit. Just a little bit long.
It is so hard to lay off those things.
It is.
because you think you're going to get it and smash it right back. And they did, so point for the Colts.
It's a lot easier to swing, too, whenever you're not worried about trying to make a mistake. Your team's up 2 sets as well, so you can swing a little bit freer. You don't have those alligator or tight T-Rex arms, you know. Nice save by 5.
They still got
Can
a
they
shot.
get it?
Let it.
Oh, just a little bit wide.
I was going to say, let it go. But a great effort on both these teams to try to keep the volley going.
Another good rally, exactly. NMMI back to within 5, 14 serving 19, as Munoz with a little floater serve.
Got to go. Yep.
Nice hit from the back row by Irish.
And it went off the hands of Hannah Lilly. You almost wonder if the Warriors didn't expect the ball to come back over and they got a little flat-footed.
I think so. I think that's exactly right. Lilly with the set to MJ Stevens and picked up by Irish in the back row. There's the attack by Ryan, and that one probably would have been long, but still in play as MJ Stevens sends it back over. Irish to Maloney, over to Olive Amici, and Amici goes just a little bit too long.
So the Warriors first to 20, up by 5.
Pirtle checks in for Burge into the front row there, and there's going to be a service ace by Sarah Louie.
Yeah, went off of Irish fist, and again that spin goes off to the out of play.
6-point lead again, 21 serving 15. The jump serve there by Lilly. And this one knocked down after the overhit by number 14, Avery Pirtle.
It's like she set it up for Pirtle perfectly.
She did, didn't she? Ouch. Yeah, her teammate setter, Sarah Lilly, couldn't have set that one any better.
Oh,
and a miss hit in the back row there by Munoz, and it's starting to get a little bit late here.
yep.
23-15. If the Colts are going to make a comeback, they need to do so here in a hurry. Oh, beautiful, beautiful soft serve by Sarah Lilly. She's been going deep the whole time. The back row starts moving back to try and compensate, and then what does she do? The little floater serve right over the top of the net. Match and set point, NMMI. Off of the light, and they're going to get a point here. So saved by the lighting fixture on that one.
A little too much English on that.
Yes, indeed. Olive Amici, just a sophomore, back to serve now for NMMI. 16 serving 24. And she's going to get an ace. Crawled over the top of the tape. Sometimes that's your best serve, it just takes everything out of the ball and drops right there. Nobody there.
There's no recovery for that.
No. That one was just a little bit long.
Ooh.
Nice aggressive serve. I thought that might have hit the line, but
And that is the game. That's the set and the game. So the Colts fall. The Gateway Christian wins 25-16, 25-20, and 25-17.
All right. Well, we hope that you enjoyed it. If you could pull it up real quick, if you want to give us like the stats of the viewing stats, we definitely appreciate all of our viewers for tuning in. And if you have any comments or suggestions, what we can do better, let us know. You can email me at gunn@nmmi.edu or give us a post on one of our Facebook things.
So we 451,
Wow.
220 unique, 6,700 watch time minutes. We have 6 countries and 25 states.
That's impressive.
Watching tonight. So thank you so much for tuning in. And Friday night football, and then Saturday afternoon Bronco volleyball.
Yes, sir.
All here on KSVPTV.com.
That's right. And we will be streaming the baseball games for our Bronco baseball fans as well. Don't fret, but I won't be able to get them onto KSVP TV just yet. Give me another week or two, and I'll figure out a way to make that happen. But they will be streamed live on the Facebook Live, Bronco Baseball Facebook Live page.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much. It was fun. And
It was.
good
Thank you,
luck.
Mr. Dow. I enjoyed it.
All right, good night, everybody.
Night, night.